Hello everyone and welcome back to another Hookster Talks with me and everyone's favourite bear. Oh, it's TB the bear. Say hello to all your fans, TB. Yes, he's doing well on his OnlyFans page, but he says he needs a bit more cash. So if you could donate a little bit more to TB, it would be most appreciated because we all love the bear, don't we, TB? Yes, we all love the bear. Oh. Yes, so here we are back again for another Hookster Talks. Let's go straight to the messages before we continue on. See if there's any lovely people out there. Okay, so yeah, I better explain the thumbnail title of the video, hadn't I? Yeah, because let's get on with it. Get on with it, Dave. So let's just go to my tablet. Hi Scott, yeah, very well, thank you, very well indeed. So yes, the title of the video. Unfortunately, it's time to reach for the Kleenex tissues. If you're a man, you probably know what they are anyway. But yes, it's time to reach for the tissues because exactly as the thumbnail or as the video description says, this is the very last Hookster Talks ever. At least until next year, anyway. Clickbait. Gotcha. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that immensely. Yes. So this is the last Hookster Talks of this year. It's not actually either. No, because I'm hoping to do some kind of Christmas special before the end of the year. But in regards to every Thursday, this this is the last one. This is the last one. Now, I'll explain that because last year, the last Grand Prix of the year was on the 12th of December at Abu Dhabi, and everyone knows exactly what happened there, and everyone knows about all the fallout that happened afterwards at Abu Dhabi. And because of that, I did manage to get quite a bit of mileage out of that during the Hookster Talks, and we managed to carry on going pretty much all the way through until just before Christmas. I think my last Hookster Talks was about 4 days before Christmas. So that was all well and good. Unfortunately, this year, the season is finished. It completely petered out after that terrible Abu Dhabi race. Everyone has now forgotten about Formula One. So I really need to just break it off now and come back in the new year, to be honest. Yes, but there won't be any F1 news then either. But I shall just do my usual rambling videos that... well, it's basically what these videos are anyway, aren't they, really? But yeah, so it'll be rambling videos, probably not about Formula One until about February time. And then, of course, we'll be having the winter testing, so there'll be a little bit to talk about there. And there's bound to be some controversy, because there always is during the off-season in Formula One. They always like to round up a little bit of controversy. A little bit of controversy at the moment sounds like Sergio Perez could be out of Red Bull. There's a lot of behind the scenes arguments going on, and if this can't be resolved, then Checo could be out of the seat. Now, if you think about it, that was very good sort of thinking from Christian Horner there to hire Danny Ricciardo as the third driver, because if everything goes tits up, now I'm sure he will be back, but at the moment things aren't looking too good, but they could hopefully settle down. But just in case Checo doesn't come back next year, they have got a second driver in Danny Ricciardo. And how many people would like to see Daniel Ricciardo driving a Red Bull next year? Oh my God. Me, one of them. Yes, I'm sure lots of you out there would like to see that as well. I don't think it's going to happen. But just in case, I say Red Bull have been very clever there, signing him as a third driver, because they've got all their bases covered. They haven't got to go around and look for another driver at very, very short notice, of course, because this has to be a driver that fits in with Red Bull, and more importantly, fits in with Max Verstappen, which is always a problem. So they don't want to be searching around last minute if it all goes tits up. So they've got Daniel Ricciardo on board. So, just hold out the merest chance that he could be an actual Red Bull driver again in 2023. That would be something. I'll say that's 99% sure that's not going to happen, but it could. It could. So yeah, Daniel Ricciardo back at Red Bull. Crazy. But there you go. So that's about all the Formula One news I've got for you. Yes, Abu Dhabi was the season closer. Absolutely bore fest. Really was. Oh my God. I fell asleep again. And I was glad that I fell asleep again because, yeah. Why do they keep ending the seasons at Abu Dhabi? I just don't know. It's pointless. It really is pointless because they're horrible, aren't they? Really horrible. Anyway, it didn't really matter because the season was already finished anyway. And well done for Max Verstappen for completely screwing over Checo. Well done. Yes. If he'd have done the decent thing and pulled over in Brazil, Checo would have got second place in the championship. But as it was, it went to Charles Leclerc. Well done for Charles, not taking anything away from him, but that was just silly. And hopefully Max will see that in the future and think a little bit more on the long game, not just his game, which is what is all Max Verstappen thinks about, and that's himself and what's best for him, not what's best for the team. And yes, I've said this in previous Hookster Talks, of course, this is what happens with great drivers. They're basically a bunch of arseholes. Yeah, it's just one of those things. Yeah, to be great, you've got to be an arse. Sorry, it's just the way it goes. That's why I'm not great at all. No, I'm not great at all. Anyway, let's go to the comments now and see if we've got any lovely people out there. Let's have a look. Oh my goodness, we got loads of comments. We got Will F1, he says, oh no. I presume that's about the last Hookster Talks. Oh no, says Will. And then he says, anyway. I feel like I should put a bit of tumbleweed going past behind me right now. That would be appropriate, wouldn't it, for that comment? Thanks, Mr. Will F1. I have to say, Mr. Will F1 is one of my biggest supporters. And without you constantly giving all the support that you do give to me, you know, I just like to point out a few, like you're useless, you're rubbish, why do you qualify 14th place during all your races? All that tremendous support. Without you, Will, I really don't think I'd be able to carry on with the Hookster Talks and with making my videos, because I looked especially through the comments just for yours, Will, so that I can say, well, I don't care what anyone else says about me, you know, as long as Will F1's happy, that's all I'm worried about. And I look through them and it's a cacophony. That's a big word. It's a cacophony of excellent from Will F1 there. I mean, every video he is immensely happy at what I've done during the video. Yeah, immensely happy, you know. It's just brilliant. And thanks, Will. Thanks again. Thanks for your support. And, you know, keep it up because it's just absolutely brilliant. It really is. Was it they used to say on Scooby-Doo? You perishing kids. You perishing... I'm going to wave it as well if it wasn't for you perishing kids. Helium Trophy. Hello, sir. He says, oh, the drama. I know. I've got to inject a little bit more. Inject a little bit more drama. Now, I'll tell you what else drama I could put in now. I could start e-begging like Boogie2988. Yes. If anyone doesn't know who he is, where have you been for the last 20 years? Yes. He's a YouTuber. Very, well, was very famous. Now sort of not so much. And I'd completely forgotten about him, like the rest of the world had, really. But he's come back in the last 2 weeks because basically he invested all his money in cryptocurrencies, which a blind man could see that was never going to work. And apparently he's lost it all. So his only way out of this crisis is to come on back to YouTube and blame us. It's our fault, and we've got to fix it. We've got to fix it by giving him as much money as possible. Yes. So go over to Boogie2988 now and give him a super chat or something. Yeah, donate because he needs it. He needs it. He really does. Really does. I'd just like to say that e-begging, to me, I just find abhorrent. That's another big word. That's 2 big words in one Hookster Talks. Get your dictionaries out, look them up. I find it abhorrent. I really do e-begging. Now, I have some wonderful donators. I've got one donator at the moment who is really great and donates money to me to get a PlayStation 5, basically so I can continue with the channel, which is very generous, and I'm always very grateful that happens. But as for e-begging and actually saying, you know, oh, put some money in the chat for me, I just don't get it. Now, if Boogie thinks he's poor and hasn't got any money, I suggest he comes around and sees me for an afternoon, because I'll show him exactly what being poor is. Yeah, I'm not just broke, I'm sort of 10 degrees below broke at the moment, or have been for about the last 20 years. So yeah, but I would never come on here to you guys and beg for cash. If anyone gives me a donation, I'm very, very grateful. Thank you very much. But as for begging for it and sort of passing on your own problems that you've got yourself into by investing in crypto, which is a lot of old shit anyway, wouldn't it? Investing in crypto and then blaming your viewers for it and saying that, well, you need to give me money so I can carry on making videos. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But then Boogie298, well, just go and look at his channel and you'll make your own minds up if you haven't heard of him before. But yeah, it's just absolutely ridiculous, and especially during these times, during some very difficult times that everyone's going through right now, that he'd have the brass balls to come on and say, yeah, give me money, just give me money, yeah, do it now. Hang on, I'm gonna try that. Wait a minute, maybe it'll work. Let's have a look. Yeah, all right, yeah, go on, just give me money. Go on, in the chat right now, give me money. Go on, give me money. Go on, put it in the. Got any money? But give me a super chat then. Go on, you can super chat that to me. Go on, £1, £5. No, don't be so stingy. Give me 20 quid. Go on, put it in the super chat. That'll never work, will it? Nah. Let's get back to the chat. Matthew D'Souza says, hi Dave, I have decided to cancel. Oh, wait a minute. Hot news here, everyone. I have decided to cancel my hotel room. £270. Sorry, that deserved a long pause. £270 for 2 nights is unacceptable. I'd rather take a 1 hour, 30 minutes train. I'm not surprised, Matt. I'm not. Two. That's nearly as bad, I have to say, about what is happening in this country right now. I just want to get this off my chest, because I saw this on Sky News yesterday, and it made me very, very angry indeed. Like an angry, moaning old man. But here it goes. This country is currently spending 7 million, I shall repeat that, £7 million a day, not a week, a day, putting up asylum seekers in hotels in this country. 7 million a day. And we wonder why no one's got any money. Why England hasn't got any money. Ridiculous. Absolutely. Anyway, not going to say any more about that. That just annoyed me. Right. Continue on. No politics on Hookster Talks. Matthew says, Joseph and Dom are such clever league racing drivers, especially Joseph. He knows all the tricks in your book about how to make the move at decisive time and hold on. Yes, he does. That's why we call him the Terminator, because he just never quits. No, never quits, ever. Will F1 says, I knew you were having us on. Of course. Matthew says, what are you replacing Hookster Talks with? I don't know, Matt. One good thing I could do is I got a lot of people in the comments asking for some like comedy videos for Christmas, so I could use the time to spend more time on doing those videos and get some out for Christmas. I'd like to do a couple of retro videos as well, because I haven't done any of those for ages. It's all been like the current Codemasters games, and everyone knows the foundations of this channel is the retro stuff. So I'd like to do a few on that as well, just to go through Christmas. So I might do that just to replace Hookster Talks until the new year. Then I'll be back. So yeah, anyone wants to see retro stuff again, then put it in the comments, because yeah, I've got a lot of people want me to do that F1 98. Well, when I say a lot of people, it's one. But they want me to do that F1 98 stunt course again, because apparently I didn't do it properly in the last video. I was very amateurish at it and gave up. So they want me to try and do that again, which is the full Grand Prix. I think it lasts about 2.5 bloody hours or something like that. So I might do that one. And also everyone that's one, wants me to do a second attempt on the 100% race on F1 2001 on the EA Sports game. If anyone remembers that was possibly one of my greatest videos. I think it was, what was the series now? Oh, it was the 100% race series, wasn't it? Yes, it was one of my most popular videos, because if anyone remembers, on 100% race distance it was completely broken. I think I got penalties every single lap and I had to keep going to the pits. So I've been asked if I can do another one of those, because it was really good. So I might do that as well. So just to get us through Christmas, because I have got enough all seasons races I've already recorded. I've got enough to last right through until Christmas, so I don't really need to record any of those. So I could spend the time doing a few more, and I want to do a couple of comedy videos, just because we all need a bit of cheering up before the end. I haven't done any comedy videos for bloody ages. I have to say though, behind the scenes, I've been very busy, and I just haven't. I've hardly actually got time to do YouTube, to be honest. So I'm having to fit it in, but if I don't use the time that I use on these Hookster Talks, I can use that to try and make some other videos. So that's what I'm going to attempt to do anyway. Wowzers, we got 8 people watching right now. 8 people. That's unbelievable. Listen, if you're in the UK watching, right, go to bed. Go to bed, turn the electric off, make sure you're in complete darkness. Yes, save the lecky. Yes, otherwise we're going to get power cuts, apparently. Yes. We nearly had one last week in one of the areas of the UK. There was a little alert saying, oh, you might lose your power. So you've got to be careful, as Dave says as he's streaming on his PC, using the electric. Will says Verstappen would just humiliate Ricciardo anyway. Yeah, he would. I mean, that's a given. But I'd just love to see it. I just love to see him back at the Red Bull. Whether he does any good in it, I don't think that's going to happen. But it would be great to see him back. I mean, who knows? Who knows? We could see it anyway. Checo could get sick for a week, couldn't he? With something. There's a lot of viruses going around. So he could get sick with something. And then Daniel Ricciardo has to step in for one race. That would be great. That would be great. I'd love to see that. Just one race with Danny Ricciardo. Still don't think he's going to do very well, but great to see. Helium Trophy says, well, apart from stuff that was introduced last year being banned now. True. Ricciardo won't race for Red Bull. No, I don't think he will, but there's a slim chance, Will, a slim chance. He's probably waiting to see if Yuki gets dropped midway through 2023. Yeah, I don't think he will. I have to say that the last few years there hasn't been really any drivers that have been dropped mid-season, has there? I mean, we used to get it all the time, especially at Red Bull. If we can remember the what's his name? Who was that driver? Oh, Daniel Kvyat. I mean, Christ, he swapped teams. God knows how many times during his career, didn't he? And most of it at Red Bull, when they kept swapping him back to the Toro Rosso and then Toro Rosso back to the Red Bull again, because they couldn't make their minds up whether he was any good or not. They could have just asked me. No, he wasn't. But there you go. But yeah, so they did that. So, but the last few years, I haven't seen any mid-season driver firings, has there really? I can't even remember one. Leclerc would have beaten Perez even if Max gave Perez the place in Brazil. Get your facts, Mr. Hookster. Oh, would he? Oh, okay. I do apologise then. Whatever. Just J-Mo says, anything interesting happened this week? Nah, nothing at all. Nothing at all, mate. Nothing at all. It's all been boring. Absolutely boring. We've had no news at all to speak of. Nothing at all. I am famous. Get in. Yes, you are famous. Get in, Will. Yes. Famous for leaving me hundreds of comments saying you're useless. Meddling, says Helium Trophy. Hookster will finish outside the points in Monaco and Lewis Hamilton will demolish the competition. I haven't even finished that video yet. Stop telling everyone the results. But you're probably right. I can't actually remember because I'm still halfway through it. I'm actually halfway through editing Monaco right now. Right now. HRD is in the chat. Hello, sir. He says, I need money as well. There you go. Go. Don't donate to me. No, don't worry about me saying how poor I am. Doesn't make any difference. Go donate now to Mr. HRD. Go and do that, okay? If you were going to give me £5, don't bother. Give it to him. He deserves it more than I do. In fact, everyone deserves it more than I do. But yeah, go give it to Mr. Hill Race Driver. There you go. HRD says, I will donate at some point whenever super chats are safe enough to convince me. Oh, well, thank you, sir. That's very, very kind of you. I'm sitting on my money a lot now. Too scared to go out anywhere now. Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Champ92, hello. Welcome to the stream, sir. Well then, thank you, Dave. Keep racing for life. It's okay. It's okay. Don't panic. That was just a little bit of a joke on my part. This is the last Hookster Talks ever for 2022. But I'll be back next year. And that's not actually factually correct because I'm hoping to do sort of a Christmas special of Hookster Talks sometime before the end of this year. So none of that was actually true, was it? Never mind. I'm getting good at this. I'm getting nearly as good as Oliver. Yes, nearly as good as Oliver. I just need a bit more practice. Will F1 says, yeah, you need to do F1 98 Go Cows 100%. I've done that. I won it. I've done it. Yeah, I won it finally after about 6 attempts. It was first on my other channel, F1 Games PlayStation Extra. That's a catchy title, isn't it? Yeah. F1 Games PlayStation Extra channel. I did it on there, but it was just live and unedited and there was no commentary. And I failed that one. And I did it again on my main channel and I passed it. And I had commentary on that one as well. So, yeah, I've done that one. The other one is the stunt park track. A lot of people call the space race track. But that's the one I failed on. Yeah. Because it's really difficult because your car flies up in the air at times and you can just lose a wheel and it's game over. Game over. But they want me to do that again. Well, one person does. And I mean a full 100% race. Yes. F1 99's Monaco at night. Stuntman 1 as well, I think. Yes. Yeah, I like Monaco at night on F1 99. That was good. F1 98. Hell yeah, looking to that. Yeah. So am I. Good to get back on that again. The other problem I've had is back in April, I've replaced my TV, or I had to replace it because the other one was broken. So I didn't actually go out and, say, oh, I need to upgrade. No, I had to replace it because the other one broke. So, yeah, I was very annoyed about it because it's only 9 years old. But, yeah, I had to replace it. So when I replaced the TV, a lot of my recording capability, which was like recording off the PS2 and the PS3, just the way the setup is now, I can't really record off PS2 and PS3. That's why I've been sort of sticking to the PS4, to be honest. It's not really possible. So I've decided, because someone very kindly, there it is. Can you see that? Someone very kindly has donated to me because they didn't want it anymore. They're going to chuck it out. It's a 21-inch 720p TV. Yeah, they're going to throw it in the bin. And it still works. I've tested it. They're going to throw it in the bin and they kindly donated it to me. So what I can do is plug my PS2 and my PS3 separately into that TV, and I can make those videos so it's separate from my TV downstairs, which is all plugged in, and it's quite complicated. So I can do that. So yeah, I can start making PS2 and PS3 again. I say that was the main problem because of my setup downstairs now, that it really wasn't, quick and easy like it was. I've got to like unplug several leads to actually set it up, whereas before it was always ready, so all I had to do was press the button on my capture card and I could start recording PS2 and PS3. Unfortunately, I can't do that now because these modern TVs have got so much protection on them. If anyone knows, it's called HDCP. They got so much upgraded protection that my capture card doesn't work through half the stuff. So unfortunately, I haven't been able to record. But with that little TV now, I could just put it's over there. It's over. I can just put my PS2 and plug it into the capture card, then plug it into that, and yeah, I can start doing some videos again, which is great news. Great news. So now I'm going to end up with 2 YouTube recording setups. Wowzers! I know I'm getting as big as Arava these days. Not really. But yeah, so that'll be good that I can use that to start doing. I keep doing that because the camera's in reverse. You see, this is my right hand, and I'm on the right hand side, but you're seeing it on the left. Very weird, I know. But yeah, so I'm going to set it up over the weekend. Set it up somewhere, probably downstairs or something. And so I'll be able to plug the PS2 and the PS3 in, so then I'll be able to do some recording of some old games, because of course the PS3 plays PS1 games, so all those old ones like F1 98, I'll be able to get back on the wagon again and start some recording. So yeah, there'll definitely be some old videos coming over Christmas, which will be great because I'm looking forward to that, because it's been a long time. Much as I love the all seasons, it's been pretty much all I've been doing on the channel for God knows, really. It's, I haven't done any old videos whatsoever. So yeah, it'd be great to get back to it again. It was just one of those things. My old TV, I could just bung it all in, plug it all in together, and it worked. Unfortunately, these newer TVs have got a lot more protection on them to stop you doing stuff like that, so I couldn't do it like that. So as I say, the PS2 and the PS3, I have not been able to record from. So this will take it away, and I can go off and do it somewhere separately. So that's great news. Great news. And as I say, it was free, absolutely free. Yeah, donated to me, working but no longer needed. So, and it's only $7.20, and that's all you need for PS3 games and PS2s, because the PS2 basically isn't high def, and the PS3 most of the time only went up to 720p anyway. A couple of games like GT6 did 1080p, but most of the time it's just 720p. So yes, excited to be making old videos again. Yes, fantastic. Will F1 says you need to do an F1 22 100% race at Miami as Nicholas Latifi. Yes, that's what I need to do. And Scott Barnes says an F1 2001 around Old Hockenheim, maybe. Interesting. I'm getting lots of messages from someone. I don't know what's going on here. What the hell is going on? Whatever. Right, couple of lads in another chat. Anyway, where did I get to? And Cockney Day videos. Yes, I know, Scott. Cockney Day videos. Oh, that's been a long time since I've done one of them, isn't it? He's still there in the cupboard. Yeah. I'll get him out one day. He's too rude to you for YouTube, unfortunately. But I have to say, YouTube's calmed down a little bit on the Christianity. It's calmed down a little bit. So it does allow a little bit of rudeness now. A little bit of, not too much, just a little bit. So he may return. HRD says, my F1 97 Championship sign-ups are closed tomorrow. I still need to find a way to figure out how I'm going to live stream the team draft. There you go. Yeah, if you want to be in his F1 97 team, then give him a shout, and I'm sure he'll take your name down and put it in his team. So anyone who's in this chat and wants to be in his team, send him a message, and I'm sure he'll put you in. Will F1 says, Gasly was dropped by Red Bull mid-2019 and Albon replaced him. Yes, he did. Scott says, personally, I think that it's not fair in Checo finishing third and want to get rid of him. Remember, Bottas in 2018 finished fifth and Lewis first, and Mercedes still want him. That's bollocks. Yes, I totally agree. Will says, Daniel Kvyat and Jolyon Palmer in 2017 were the last drivers to be sacked completely during the season. Oh, thanks for that, Will. Yeah, I thought it had been a long time. Since someone had been sacked. Actually during the season. Yeah, 2017. Wow. And anyone who's watched some of my Palmer skits for the Moaning Yorkshireman, one of those I did in there said, yeah, you won't believe this, but I'll do it in the studio. You won't believe this, but in 2014, I was voted Driver of the Year. Now, you may have looked at that and thought, it's just me being an idiot. But no, I actually looked that up on Google, and yes, Jolyon Palmer in 2014 was voted Driver of the Year. I think it was Autosport. I can't swear to it. It might have been another magazine. But yes, he was voted Driver of the Year in 2014. That made me laugh so much I had to do it as a Palmer. Yes. Really did. If my sign-up list exceeds 22 drivers, says Ms. HRD, there's a good chance that some people might not make the list. I understand, because there's only 22 in the thing, so you can't get any more than that. Scott says, Dave, will you be uploading on your second channel again soon? Because the last video was about 2 to 3 years ago. Has it been that long? Blimey, has it been that long? I'm not quite sure, Scott. You see, the trouble is, since they changed their monetization policies where the smaller channels couldn't get any money, then there hasn't been sort of any incentive for me to upload onto the second channel. So I basically, because everyone's here, I basically keep everything here, if that makes any sense. So what are the chances? If I didn't make any videos where I don't do a commentary for, then I will upload to there again. But for the future, I don't think it's likely. I must admit, I have forgotten about that channel. I don't even go on it myself anymore. Jamie says, couple of lads. Is that what we are? Just a couple of couple of lads. Yes, you are. 2018 and 2019 has no stand-in drivers whatsoever. Wow, that's interesting. I didn't know that. Yeah. 2008 had no replacement drivers at any point either. No problem. And yeah, I know your point. Thank you, Scott. So there we go then. How long we've been on air? I don't believe how this time disappears. 38 minutes already, and I've spoken complete and utter twat waffle. Yes, complete and utter twat waffle. Yes. So anyway, that's all the F1 news. Basically, there wasn't any. I just want to go off and play with my TV now. I spent a couple of hours on it earlier cleaning it up because, oh my god, it was covered in grime and crap and everything. Yeah, it was. But she's Samsung as well. So yeah, it's only 21-inch though, so don't get too excited. But yeah, it's fine. It's fine, and if it allows me to make videos, then love it. Absolutely love it. Well, I've got to look at this chat because it's going crazy. Oh dear. Yes, a couple of the lads in one of the Facebook chats is give me some banter. Give me some banter, mate. You know what I mean? Banter. You know what banter is, don't you? Yeah, banter. Banter. Right, let's have a look and see if the messages are still going or whether they've calmed down for a minute because TB on the TV. Ah! Now, there's a good idea, Will. There's a good idea. TB on the TV. Do you like that? TB on the TV. Yes, TB on the TV. Oh God. Could we have stooped much lower on Hookster Talk? No. He's riding the TV. Look, he's riding it. Dirty little bugger. Look at him. Oh, get off me TV. Get off me TV. Yes. Bugger. Put him over there. Yeah, look, here it is. That was free. Donated to me. Nice. I won't touch it because I polished it earlier. Yes. Nice. Didn't cost a penny. It was going in the bin, you know. Go in the bin. The other good thing about these old TVs is that you don't see on the modern TVs anymore, if I can turn it around, is the connections on the back. Because we've got all the old school connections. Everyone remembers them. SCART socket. Yeah, you don't get them on modern TV. SCART socket. Yes. It has got HDMI as well, but it's got a SCART socket. Yes. The old AV. Remember those? Yellow, red and white? So yeah, I can get my PS2 in there, in the SCART socket. And my PS3 can go in the HDMI. And I'm good to go. Good to go. How do I say? It was free. Didn't cost a penny. So, good stuff as I pull myself back. Wilson! It's so far to go. Come on, stupid chat. Okay, I made it. Bloody, I'm exhausted now. Moving the chairs hard work, you know. Don is a melt, says Will F1. Is Don coping with Lulu not winning a single race? Jamie says Dom's fine, he's a top lad really. He's going to be a Nick DeFries fan next. He does moan a lot like Lulu though. Yes, he does. Oh, we got a 69 XXXXX life private dating chat girls. I've no idea what that is, but welcome to the stream. Let's see if we can click on the profile and go to channel. It says. Let's have a look. This channel doesn't have any content. That's very disappointing. It's only got one subscriber as well. 69, which is my favourite number, by the way. Just thought, yeah, it's my year of birth. Yeah, no, there's no other reason. Just it's my year of birth, 1969. They've only got one subscriber and they've got no content. I'm sorry, if you're going to come on to Hookster Talks, you at least need to have some content on your channel. Yeah, you do. HRD, the spam bots are back. Yes, they are. Dave. Yes, Jamie. What's the problem? Talk to me. What's the problem? He'll get back to me in a minute. So anyway, now it's time for our favourite part of the show. And according to the YouTube analytics, this is the moment when everyone switches off. It's time to go to Facebook again. Oh dear. Yes, everyone turns off at this point. My YouTube analytics, well, it's usually going up and down like this anyway. It goes like that all the time during this stream. And as soon as I go to the Facebook chat, it goes... It's gone. In fact, YouTube has to put a reverse chart up when it reaches that, and I'm actually going. It's like the current state of the economy in the UK. Yeah, it's rock bottom. But anyway, never mind about that. We shall persevere because we don't care what YouTube says. Ring Nick tonight, Dave. I'll tell you what, Mr. Will F1. As you're my greatest fan. As clearly evident by your beautiful comments, as you are my greatest fan, just for you, I'm going to do that right now. This, ladies and gentlemen, is what you call proper interactive television. Yeah, you don't get this on the Hour of a channel. No. He won't even talk to you, mate. You could say whatever you like on his. He won't reply. He won't even heart it. Yeah, you know what he does? He literally looks at the video, goes down the top 6, and then like one of those 6 messages, he might condescendingly put a little heart on it. Might do. Most of the time he can't even be bothered because he don't care. He don't care, does he? No. Right. Just for you, Mr. Will F1. We're going to go straight to... Oh, bloody hell, Nick's gone right down my list because I haven't spoken to him for ages. Here he is. Let's try Nick. Wow, wouldn't it be great if he answered? Oh my God, wouldn't it be great if he answered? I'd be ecstatic. In fact, I'd be so ecstatic I wouldn't know what to say. I'd be gobsmacked. Absolutely gobsmacked. Hello? Absolutely gobsmacked. HRD says it'd be more interesting if it was exactly like it was back in 2018. We used to have Project Cars 2. Yes. Try and ring Mr. Rules. I would do, but unfortunately he hasn't given me his number. No. Don't know why that hasn't happened, but he hasn't. HRD says you all need to dig out your PS2s, get a free MacBoot memory card, and you should play F1 2005 and GT4 a lot. Yeah, I keep looking at that free MacBoot. I will get round to it one day. I just haven't got the time right now, but that looks pretty cool. And when I'm even older and possibly not doing YouTube anymore, that's something I'm going to do. Definitely, I'm going to do that. He might answer by complete accident, or he might not. Or dig out the PS3 and we can do an F1 2010 to 2013 chat. Yeah, I like the idea of that. Anyone in the bath tonight, says Matthew. Well, hopefully not Mr. Plant Pot. Because, oh, there we go. No answer. P.S. Watford Rules is a sellout. Yes, he is. Absolute sellout. Totally agree with you. Right. Let's go to the main chat and see if anyone answers. Please stand by. I have to get rid of quite a few people. That one. 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 We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here we go. I'm ringing the new guy in the league as well. His name's Dave, which is a criminal offence against Dave's, I have to say. See if he answers. Let's see if he answers. Well, let's see if anyone answers, actually. La la la. Well, that's ringing. I'm going to play with my bear. Hello? There anybody there? Anybody there? Tap once for yes, twice for no. I have to say I'm not expecting anyone to answer because it's cold in the UK right now and everyone's going to bed early. I understand that to save on the electric, so I can understand. I really wasn't expecting anyone to ring to answer. up the bloody phone. You bloody miserable bastards. Bastard Americans. Bastard Americans. Pick up the bloody phone. Ring Dustin. He can answer while driving. I will try that in a minute, Jamie. Kind of seems too much at first, but just a memory card and a USB stick, then you're all set. Yeah, I say I've seen it on YouTube. They've explained it, and it doesn't look too serious, to be honest. I'm definitely going to do it. I say, well, as soon as I get some time, I'm definitely going to do it because I keep seeing it, and as everyone knows, I love PS2 anyway. Love it to death. Love it to death. Mr. Rules is a melt. Yes, he is. His F1 2003 Reverse Grid series got more views than mine, and it ain't fair. I agree with you. Yeah, he's a better YouTuber. His championship was better, but still not fair. I agree with you again. I'm from MK, he's from Luton, so in football terms it makes us enemies due to it being a kind of local derby, but an M1 and Beds versus Bucks, or Beds Hearts and Bucks derby. Yes. And where is he? Where is he now? He's not even doing YouTube, is he? He's got this Ponzi proper job now, he has, yes. He writes for The Race, don't you know, don't you know, don't you bloody care? No, I don't. Yes, he writes for The Race. And ever since he's got that job, he's completely cut me off. Yeah, we used to speak quite regularly on Twitter, chats and everything else. As soon as he got that job, no, I've sent him loads of messages. I've not got an answer to any one of them. Not a single answer to any one of them. You know why? You know why? Because it was fine when he was up and coming and, you know, trying to race up through the ranks of YouTube. It was fine to be, you know, associated with me. But now he's got a proper job. It's like, oh no, no, no. You're way too beneath me now. Way too beneath me. So I'm not even going to bother with you. Not even going to bother with you. This is a common problem with YouTubers. I've spoken about this in the past, and it has happened to me at least 4 or 5 times now. I actually used to speak to a huge YouTuber, which now currently stands at nearly 700,000 subscribers, and I used to talk to him regularly. Now, nothing at all. Not going to mention any names, but nothing. And it's happened with other YouTubers as well. And yes, it's bloody annoying. It is very annoying. Because you do feel used. Yes, like a dirty old rag. Used. Yes. But anyway, let's not rant about that. There's no one there. Right, let's go and do as said, ring Dusty while he's driving. I should do that right now. There you go. Apparently he's driving, so with a bit of luck he'll get stopped by the long arm of the law in the USA, and they'll take him away and stick him in a police cell and do some really manly stuff with him at night. You know all that stuff that men do in cells at night when they're being held against their will. Oh my God! Oh, he's cut me off, the bugger. He's cut. Look at that! Unbelievable scenes. He's cut me off. Oh, that's just in it. Jamie says you're winning by just not being from Luton. That's true. Mr. Rules likes to start to plan to finish. HRD says even though the Dons and the Fappers aren't main rivals, their main rivals are Watford, so from now on I will refer to him as PS Watford Rules. He's an ex-Matty G. Yes, he is, Mr. HRD, yes. I used to think you were his dad and you both lived in Luton at first. I was his dad, but like all sons, they eventually disown you and tell you to go fuck yourself, so that's exactly what he's done. I still wish I could have gone to that F1 esports thingy to meet up with him, but it was a bad timing. Yeah, I understand. Oh well, there is an F1 arcade that's opening, so we can all meet up and have a good old jolly boys out and a family. Yes, we could. Absolutely. We could meet Arava as well, couldn't we? And Tiamat Marduke, Benjamin Daly. Put another shrimp on the Barbie. Shall we put another shrimp on the Barbie? Dear. Right. Who else is left? We've got the Canadian. Let's give him a try. If there's anyone else you want me to ring, then let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat if there's anyone separately you want me to ring. Now, let me tell you a little secret about Mr. Dominic Orlando. Apart from the fact that he's Canadian, which he likes to keep a secret anyway, because in fact he's not Canadian, he's actually Italian. But here's a thing, lads. Here's a thing, okay? It's no secret really, but this last Saturday night, he actually had a girl in his luxury penthouse apartment. Yes, he actually had a female. And do you know what they did for that Saturday night? Yes, they compiled some music together, which basically means they sort of made a song. Yeah, made a song. And then they watched a movie. And it was a movie picked by Dominic Orlando called Ex Deus Machina, or whatever you want to call it. You know, the one with Alicia Vikander in it. He picked that movie, and they watched the movie, and then she went home. She went home. And I have confirmed from Dom, there was no sex. I'm just shaking my head. After all I've taught him, he's just, no. After that fascinating Saturday night entertainment, she must be banging on his door now for a second date. She must be, because that must be, oh my God. I can't think of anything better than compiling some music and watching a movie for a Saturday night. I mean, that is it, isn't it? That's the pinnacle of entertainment right there. So yeah, hopefully they'll be married in the next 2 weeks, because with that excitement levels, it's gonna be on the cards. I tell you, it's gonna be on the cards. Unbelievable. A whole night she was there, and they didn't have the rumba pomba. He didn't play hide the sausage. Unbelievable. After all I've tried to teach him as well, I don't know what happened. But there you go. So that's the story of Dominic Orlando's week. Yeah. Had a girl home and he didn't have sex with her. Unbelievable. He's going to kill me for that now. Luckily he doesn't watch these streams, so I'm alright. Throw old F1 game sticks at their heads. Yes, that's what I say. Just wish we could go to get the old console and play one of the older F1 games. Yes, me too. Can't believe he didn't answer the phone. Me neither. Tell them all to dig out their PS3s so we can play F1 2010 to 2013. That's it. Dig out your PS3s, everyone. Matthew says, who has sex on the first night? Matthew says, what about playing put the sausage in between the donuts? Ah, that's another of my favourite games, Matt. Yes, putting the sausage between the donuts. We like that one. We definitely like that one. He's not going to answer either, is he? Ah. Well, we got Plant Pot. Where's Plant Pot? Plant Pot? Well, oh, there he is. We could find Plant Pot in the bath. Because everyone was excited about that the other week, by the way. Everyone apart from me, that is. Yeah. We've actually got a guy who's in my comments who found it very exciting, and was actually disappointed that the bubbles didn't start to evaporate. So, yeah, there we go. It says he was active 7 minutes ago as well. Come on, Plant Pot. We want to see you in the bath again. If anyone didn't see that stream, I think it was 2 streams ago. It wasn't last week, it was the week before. Plant Pot in the bath. Yeah, he was naked. Yeah. He was naked. Oh, God. Didn't know where to look. Didn't know where to look. Play Hoping Tongue Racer, the most underrated open wheel racing game, flash game ever, even at a track maker. Nice. I'm going to write that down. I should check that out at some point. Hoping Tongue Racer. Sounds great, doesn't it? Sounds like a dodgy Chinese. Hoping Tongue. I like the Hoping Tongue. Oh, look at that. Look at that. There's no plant pot. There's no plant pot. Well, that's it. There's really not anyone else I can ring, is there? Just looking at the list. What else? Is there anyone else I could ring? Anybody got any ideas? Just to finish off the show. Anyone else I could ring? Jamie says, nah, play Micro Machines. It looks like a Super Nintendo game. Oh, I used to like Super Nintendo. I've got one of those behind me. Oh, you can't see. I've got the video off. Yeah, I've got a Super Nintendo behind me. Yeah, anyone else you'd think I can ring before I go? Can't. Let's have a look. Just looking down the list here. Plant Pot, Lando, Bolt, Ramirez. No. Yeah, where's Don the Man? He's not here tonight, is he? Where's he gone? Unbelievable scenes. Unbelievable scenes. Jamie says, ring Will F1. Well, I would ring Will F1 because, as I say, he's one of my greatest fans, but he hasn't left me his number either, so unfortunately I can't ring him. But yeah, Will, if you wanna give me your Facebook, I'll give you a ring right now, and you can be live on Hookster Talks. How about that? You don't have to have your face showing. We'll just do it voice. Now there you go. See, this is live and interactive. I will say this. Hang on, let me go back to my picture so you can see where I am for a minute. There you go. So yeah, Will, give me your Facebook and I'll talk to you. If you don't want your face to be shown, I'll just do it as voice only. I will let you in a little secret though. As soon as the call's over, I will block you from existence. Yeah, because you know we can't have that going on. Yeah, you will be blocked forever. But give it a try, Will, and I'll give you a ring, and you could be live on Hookster Talks. Yeah, it's Facebook Messenger. Don't forget, because that's all I use because it's cheap and it's it does the job. Who's paying for Zoom? I'm not. No, does the job. Yeah, so give me your Facebook Messenger, what's it, and you can be live on Hookster Talks right now. Now, this is interactive TV that you do not get on the Arava channel. No. So, hurry up, Will. Give us your thing, and you can be live if you want to be. Yes. I'll give you a couple of minutes. Don't worry. I'm not going to rush. Not going to rush, but yeah. But don't forget, as soon as the call's over, I will be blocking you. Yeah, I shall then be calling the police and everything. No, not really. But yeah, so here we go, everyone. This could be live on Hookster Talks. My biggest fan. Just look at all the comments he makes on my videos. Definitely my biggest fan. So I think, as a reward, my biggest fan should appear on the last Hookster Talks of the year, which it isn't really because there's going to be another one, but you know what I mean. Yeah. So come on, Will. Give us your messenger and we'll have a conversation because I want to put a voice to the legend. Yeah, a voice to the legend. Really has to be because all these messages, it needs a voice. I need to know who I'm talking to. Will F1. Come on. Let's get back to the messages. Or go to Google Hangouts or StreamYard something. I would go to Google Hangouts, Mr. HRD, but unfortunately Google Hangouts is now gone. Yeah, I didn't know either until a couple of weeks ago when I was asked to appear on someone else's video. But yeah, Google Hangouts is now gone. It was supposed to have been replaced by Google Chats, but they thought better of it because that's not available either. So they just got rid of the whole service, apparently. So yeah, Google Hangouts, Google Chats, which was supposed to be what it's supposed to be, has now gone. Which is crazy, absolutely crazy. But yeah. I mean, Hangouts was horrible anyway. It's full of scammers. Matthew says, ring TRL Limitless. Thank you for that, Matthew. I don't think we will be ringing TRL Limitless. No, I don't think that's going to be happening sometime this millennium. No, definitely not. We'll be ringing TRL Limitless. Ring Brendan Lee. Yeah, I could do that. Yeah, just Brendan, if you're watching, I'm sure you are, because no one ever misses a Hookster Talks. Then send me a message and we'll look up on Facebook and you can tell me about your esports success and how it's going and everything else in between. Yeah, fantastic. Only camera I have is the PS3 camera. Can't connect it to the El Crapo though. Yes, I know. One thing I hate about the PS4 is the fact that you have to use a PS4 special PS4 camera, because I've got a camera and it actually works on the PS3. It's just an ordinary camera. It's the one I'm using now. It's just a Logitech camera, and it works on the PS3 fine. In fact, any camera works on the PS3 without any messing whatsoever. But on the PS4, you have to buy the official PS4 camera. It's about 150 bloody quid. Nah, not happening. So that's why you never see me on camera on PS4 stuff, because yeah, not happening. Matthew says, can we get a behind the scenes on all seasons video? Yes, you can, Matt. Yes, definitely. I can do a behind the scenes. I shall do that as one of my videos for over the Christmas period. So no worries there. I should definitely do a behind the scenes, and I can do it from start to finish and you can see exactly what happens. We did have a... Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're right. We did have... Yeah, sorry, Matt. We've already had one, mate. Just go back through me. Back catalogue, it's there somewhere. Yeah, I've done a behind the scenes on the all seasons. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, well done. I forgot about that for a minute because I do so many videos I forget. But yeah, I have done a behind the scenes. JMO says, ring Uncle Fester. Ring Uncle Fester. Who's Uncle Fester? Jamie, tell me who's Uncle Fester. I'm a bit perplexed. Who's Uncle? I thought that was me. Am I going to ring myself? More like TRL weight limit list. Yes, 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 yes. The Hookster should phone Dave Hook. Yes. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Deactivate myself. I can actually ring myself. This would be fun. In case you're wondering, what the hell did you do that for? Because one day I needed to send something to Facebook, but I needed to make sure that this thing I was sending was going to work. Don't worry, it wasn't anything like porn or anything. It was actually a video, but I wanted to make sure that the video would work, so I sent it to myself. Oh, unfortunately the video call button's not there, so no, I can't send it to myself. Sorry. What about that up? What's that up there? No, it's missing. You obviously can't send a... That's pretty sad, isn't it, really? That I'll be trying to talk to myself because I can't find anyone else to talk to. That's pretty sad. That's really scraping the barrel now, isn't it? Bloody hell. But I can't do it anyway. Sorry. Sorry about that, everyone. Very, very sorry. He's been getting chubby quite a bit lately. He has. I agree. Ring Mr. TV Bear. Phone Cockney Dave. Phone Cockney Dave. Oi. Hello, what's going on here? I'm leaving. Now, because I said earlier about calling them a couple of lads, one of them, Mr. Dusty Bean, who happens to be my teammate at Renault, has just left a message saying, I'm leaving Renault. This slight will not be forgotten. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. These people are so sensitive. What's the matter with the world right now? It's just banter, mate. It's just banter. No, these people are just too sensitive. Live subtitles available on this video, which is pretty cool. Are they really? Wow, I'd like to see that. Live subtitles of me. But yeah, we need... Have I got my cell phone? No, I haven't. Yeah, we need Cockney Dave, don't we? All right, cobbers. No. All right, Pebbles. It's me, Cockney Dave. Ah, shut up. You know you fucking love me. Everyone loves a bit of cock. Me? Yes. Yes, indeedy, Mr. McGreedy. Right, let's have one last look at the Facebook chat and see if there's anyone left. Is there anyone left we can call? Any ideas in the chat, anyone? Anyone got any ideas? You should give everyone a bollocking on Monday apart from Jamie. I should. Yeah, Jamie's the only one that's come in tonight. What does Pebbles mean? I don't think we need to go into that, do we? Pebbles? It's just me being an idiot. You know, like the times when I call these drivers stupid names. You know, like Mr. Brendan Hartley. Brendan Hartley. Oh, so gay. So bloody gay. Couldn't get away with that now, could I? Well, it's too late. I just said it again. But yeah, that's very un-PC, isn't it, for 2022? I only started saying it in 2018 and already it's become completely un-PC. So because of that, I think I may have to do it again. It's time for Brendan Hartley. Brendan Hartley. So gay. So bloody gay. So yeah, it's a bit like that. Actually, it was a mistake, Matt. It was a mistake that stuck. I was saying a video, and if anyone probably realises, when I'm doing the videos, I make about 57 million mistakes every video because I'm old and stupid. And I was doing the Cockney Dave. Now, I was getting into character, and I was supposed to say, all right, peoples, it's me, Cockney Dave. Peoples, you know, peoples, as in more than one person. That's what I was supposed to say. But it just came out as, all right, Pebbles, it's me, and I went, Pebbles, what the fuck? And I thought, wait a minute, I quite like that, and so that's how it stuck. So every single Cockney Dave, it's, all right, Pebbles, but it's supposed to be peoples, as in, as I say, more than one person. So there you go, that's the story. Pretty boring in the end, really, wasn't it? Not really worth the entrance fee, but that's the story. Yes. Cockney Dave, yeah. I come from the East End, I do, lad. Come from the East End, yeah. Yeah, we had the craze round there. I used to know Ronnie and Reggie, yeah. Fucking hell, they were off their heads, mate. They were. Fucking Ronnie and Reggie, off their fucking heads, mate. Jesus. Old Tom Hardy. Anyone seen that movie? Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I laugh every time. I know it's not supposed to be funny, but I find it very, very funny indeed. He's just brilliant. He is, Tom Hardy. As both the Craze brothers. It's just brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Let's go back to the chat. Pebbles and Bam Bam. Yes. I used to like Pebbles and Bam Bam. The Flintstones. Back in the days when cartoons were brilliant. Back in the days when cartoons were great. Load of old shit now, aren't they? Load of old shit. Play it, he says. Play it. Don't start off, Dave. Brendan Fartley. Yes, Brendan Fartley. Teenage Triple H hair. My character is still kind of unfiltered. Trying to calm it down, but I get carried away sometimes. I blame Twitter. Yeah, so do I. I blame Elon Musk as well, because he's right cocked it out as Elon. Have you heard about some YouTuber called I Show Speed playing F1? Is a million times worse than any modern F1 YouTuber's content ever could be. No, I haven't heard of that. I Show Speed. I might have to have a look at that. Cockney Dave needs to get out of the cupboard. He does. He's been in there ever since COVID. Yeah, because he got scared. He got frightened and he said, I ain't coming out with that virus. So he stayed in the cupboard ever since. But we need to get him out because he must be needing a wee by now. Must be. It's been years. 2020 he's been in there. Must be bloody... Oh, his bladder must be like this big now. Must be. It's going to be bursting soon. So we definitely need to get Cockney Dave out of the cupboard. Or even out of the closet. Because, you know, that's the thing going around as well. That, you know, yeah. And cause chaos. Yeah, he always causes chaos. Every time he causes chaos. Yeah. I tried to stop him, but I've just got no control. But I've had to keep him in the cover because of the new YouTube, you know, laws about you. Oh, you can't say that. You can't say that. Oh, no, you can't even say that either. Load of old bollocks, mate. Load of old bollocks. Luckily, I don't monetize these videos, so I can say what I like, because every time I try to the YouTube Christian Society group just say, no, that is far too not puritanical for our tastes. No. So we are not allowing you to make money from this. No, you can't. No. And so that's it. I can't do anything. And then if I keep doing it, they give me this, they actually get rid of my rating for my videos. So every video starts getting marked down, and it's just a nightmare. I have to build my rating up again. So the easiest way out of that is just not to monetize them. Which is what I do, because it just saves so much hassle. The only ones I monetize now are the all seasons and, you know, the ones, the Carmen Jewelers and stuff like that, because that's all pretty mild. And the all seasons, I've just knocked the microphone. We're okay. The all seasons, I always tone it down, and anyway, not in the shouty way I present it, but anything naughty I do tone it down anyway, so it goes through the censors okay. And I have to say, I haven't had a problem with the all seasons for ages and ages. So that's good. But for these kind of streams and that, I say I don't even bother, because the YouTube Christian Society are just too puritanical. Yes. I need to start my own video sharing platform called DaveTube. Yeah, DaveTube. Oh, it'll be glorious. It will. Glorious. Coming soon to a TV near you. Cockney Dave series. Oh, God, really? He is something I can't say because I would have cancelled and shot within seconds just saying it. Yes. Oh, Scott wants a Cockney Dave series as well. Oh, God. Cockney Dave videos are definitely some of your most funniest when you're at your peak. Yeah, because it's comedy, Matt, and that's, you know, that's what I like to do, you know, because you can also see that I put the maximum amount of effort into it because I'm enjoying what I'm doing, you see, and when you're enjoying what you're doing, that comes across during the video. So yeah, I always put a lot of effort into it, and sometimes those Cockney days, literally after I've finished them, I have to go and lie down because I've literally exhausted myself. Not physically, but HRD will probably understand this as well. If you're like shouting and getting, you know, het up and what have you, it does take it out of you. I mean, just talking like this is absolutely fine, but if you're really, you know, it does start to get to you. It really does. I mean, HRD's all right. He's only a younger man, but at my age, I have to have a lie down afterwards. But yeah, I do enjoy the comedy. He's playing F1 with a wheel. Problems are that he's got the driving line on, assist on, and his wheel isn't even configured, so he steers like he's driving a bus. I'll definitely go check that out. Hang on. Where's my pen? TB, have you stolen my pen? Have you stolen my pen? I don't know where my pen is. Oh, here's my pen. Let's get a piece of paper. Piece of paper. I want to get it now before the stream scrolls up too far and I can't find it. I think it was I something, wasn't it? I show speed. There you go. I'm just writing that down now. I show speed. I will go check him out. Thank you for the recommendation. The way he drives is like a big lanky person in a small car. That looks interesting. He's like a wild animal. Wherever I watch some early all seasons of all seasons. Yes, the early stuff is great. Not because, it's just because the later stuff is on the Codemasters games, which is a little bit of a problem. But although the early Codemasters games, I did have a lot of enjoyment for, because especially 2010 when they introduced Nicole. If anyone remembers Nicole, she was a common thread throughout the 2010 season. I actually managed to milk it into the 2011 season as well. And then, if I remember rightly, there was one particular episode when I actually killed Nicole and then cut her up into little bits. And then she came back as the ghost of Nicole late. I know, it sounds like the mind of a crazy person, which is exactly what it is. And yeah, I remembered that, definitely. Yeah, she came back as the ghost of Nicole in the 2011 season because I just liked it so much that I carried it on. Yeah, let's move on from that. God's sake. I can't believe he's famous for it whilst the real tubers don't get anything. True. I'm pretty much lying and laughing and crying while watching them. Yes. I once had the courage to be full-time and now I've gone part-time. Me too, actually, yeah. Well, I've never been full-time. I went through a couple of weeks when I just did YouTube. But unfortunately, YouTube doesn't make the money, so I could never do it full-time. It's always got to be part-time. It's always got to be... In fact, YouTube is the job I'm doing when I finish doing everything else. It's just unfortunate. I'd love to do it full time. I really would. Would love to do YouTube full time, but you got to go where the cash is, and unfortunately, YouTube pays out the lowest cash. So obviously, I've got to devote as little time as possible. I really only tick over on it. I could easily do a video a day, to be honest, if I had the time. I really could. I'd love to do like an all seasons every single day. That would be my dream. But I just once a week and maybe 2 or 3 videos. That's about all I can manage at the moment because it's literally I have to push it right off to the side. As I say, if it made the same money as the other stuff I'm doing, then obviously that would be the most important thing. But there you go. And of course, if I was as popular as Mr. Aravel or Mr. Tiamat Marduk, it wouldn't be a problem, would it? And I'd have my own McLaren, whatever you call it, car to drive around in. Yes, that one that Benjamin Daly's got. I'm sure he hasn't bought that really, he's probably renting it. Episode 41 at Monaco when Dave falls off his chair. Yes, that's the most famous one. Yes. Basically because it was 100% unscripted. It really was. Oh my God. I still laugh at that one. Really do. Bloody chair. Oh God. It was about 20 years old when I got it, I think, that chair. Really old and rickety. I got another one now. I've had this about 8 years or something like that. Yes. If anyone who makes chairs wants to sponsor me, GT Amiga or whatever. I'm doing the wrong side again. GT Amiga, because this is just an office chair. This is just an office chair. Hasn't got a back on it. If anyone wants to sponsor me and buy me a chair, then I'd be very, very grateful. Very, very grateful. And to all you lovely people out there, why not drop me some lovely super chat money? Yeah. I need £179 more so I can get a PS5. So I'm sure you can dig into your pockets and the back of your sofas and you can manage that right now. Just 179 and I've got enough for the PS5. Yes. It would have been less than that but they put the bloody price up 30 quid in the UK, you bastards. So yeah, £179 and the PS5 is mine. Yes. and then I can continue doing all seasons until 2028. Oh dear. I'll get one day. And episode 5 was the first episode I watched of the channel and still loving, laughing and crying when Dave Engine blew up at Nürburgring. Yes. Yes. What job outside of YouTube are you currently doing, Dave? Well, good question, Matt. Good question. I'm actually doing free at the moment. I'm doing YouTube part-time. YouTube I do for 4 hours a day. And I include these streams as working on the YouTube. So yeah, I've got a little timer on my tablet which is ticking away now. So this is part of the 4 hours. So I do 4 hours a day on YouTube, which is the combination of editing the videos, doing the commentary, uploading, and recording the videos as well. Comes into the 4 hours a day mark. So I do that for YouTube. I've also got a part-time job where I am a market researcher. Yes, that's right. I get all the best jobs. And that means I do a lot of advert research, which means that they send me adverts to critique and to see whether they need improving and my ideas on whether they need improving or not. And they pay me for my time. So that's my other part-time job. I do that for about I don't know, there's not a set limit on that because it's just when you finish. So I'd say, I don't know, couple of hours, maybe 2 or 3 hours of the day I do that for. And then my third job is I do survey work, which is filling out those surveys for how many points you get at the end of the day. So that's my 3 part-time jobs that I do. So I think it probably averages out about 8 hours a day in total, 9 hours a day, something like that at the end. So it's pretty much sort of full-time, but they're all like part-time jobs, but I just link them all together. The pay is extremely bad. Yeah, I only get paid pennies, absolute pennies. I mean, all of those together amounts to very little at the end of the month. Really does. Yeah, but it's better than sitting on your arse watching daytime TV. That's what I say. So yeah, that's what I do. Unfortunately, probably some of you already know this, but I haven't. It's not something I do broadcast. Unfortunately, I have a disability. I've got a spinal condition, which means that actually full-time employment is very difficult for me. But I'm not one of those people that likes to sit on their backside and just, not do anything. I've always had a very strong work ethic. So, I like to keep busy and to keep doing stuff. So that's why I do the YouTube and the other stuff, I like to make a little contribution to society and not be a bum, as they say. Yes, a bum. So that's what I do. So I'm doing about 3 part-time jobs at the moment, just to keep the lights on, because it's very expensive to keep the lights on right now, as you know, very expensive indeed. But yeah, that's what I do at the moment. Of course, my dream has always been to do YouTube full time, but as I say, unless I suddenly get super popular, it's not going to happen. Unfortunately, it's not going to happen. So YouTube has to get when I say push to the side, I don't really think that 4 hours a day is pushing something to the side. To be honest, it's pretty much is still a part-time job, but because of how much I get paid for it, which is peanuts, I have to deprioritize that one, so it has to sort of get pushed to the side. So there you go. There's maybe something you didn't know about me. HRD said I wanted to make a completion of all the best moments from it years ago. Yeah, I remember that. My girlfriend got a new job and he got paid £100 for the whole week when she should have gotten more. It's absolutely pathetic. It is absolutely pathetic. Everyone has to up their hours because of the financial crisis. Yes, you're quite correct. Quite correct. There are so many people around my age who are bums scrounging off universal credit, going around harassing people like me and my girlfriend. Not only that, they even chat up minors. Yep, I know. Thankfully, I'm not on universal credit because I am actually classed as properly disabled and not a bum, who's going around the off license every night, topping up on. But yeah, I'd like to be able to do that. I'll tell you, going around the off license every night, topping up with booze. So I'm not one of those people. And as I say, I've never been one to sit around doing nothing anyway. I've always had a strong work ethic. When I was working, I used to work in a warehouse, which I did for 10 years. I was doing it was very heavy manual labour, and that's basically one of the reasons how the spinal condition turned up. And I was working 14 hours a day, 7 days a week. So from a very young age as well, I started that at 15 years old. I just did a few hours like as an apprentice, and then as soon as I reached 16, I went straight into full-time work. And I say it was 14-hour days mostly, 7 days a week. Didn't get the weekend off at all. The weekends I used to not be doing my main job, but I was still at the place where I was working, and I was working somewhere else at the weekends and still doing like 14-hour days. So from a very, very early age, I had this strong work ethic installed into me, and that it doesn't matter what happens, you don't just sit around and do nothing. And I've never been a sort of person to do that anyway, just sit around. I very rarely in the course of a day get more than about an hour and a half free, to be honest, because as I say, I do look after myself as well. I haven't got any helpers or anything like that, even though I am entitled to them. I've just said, as long as I can do it myself, I'd rather just do it myself. So I haven't got anyone to look after me, so I have to look after myself as well. And so while I'm doing that, as I say, I like to make a little contribution, just to say that I'm not, a layabout, as they say. But yes, that's what I'm doing. I'm doing 4 hours a day on YouTube. I'm doing the TV adverts research, which is quite good actually. It means that I watch some adverts on the TV, and I can look at the adverts now, and I'm like, wait, I was the one that made. I mean, obviously it's not just me. There's thousands of other people doing it, but I'm like, that was me that made a contribution to that advert. And in actual fact, anyone in the UK will know ITV have got a new brand of streaming service called ITVX, and I was one of the people, as I say, probably thousands of us, one of the people that recommended ITVX as the brand name, because they had about 5 different names, and I thought all the other ones sounded horrible. They're really crap, and ITVX, and so I chose that one, and in the end it is now being called ITVX. So I'm quite happy that that was done. But yeah, they send me adverts that haven't been finished yet, or have got bits of music on them that it's like, would you prefer this piece of music in the background or this piece of music in the background? And so I pick one of 3 pieces that I think better suit the advert. And it is great because like 6 months down the line, these adverts, I see them on the TV and I'm like, hey, I remember that one. Yeah. So, I mean, I never watch adverts. I usually flick through them. But these days now, I just watch them to see whether one of the ads that I've contributed to are actually on, So yeah, that's pretty decent. So there you go. That's what I do. If no one's heard that before, then this is a first for Hookster Talks. Yes, this is a first. But yeah, as I say, that's what I do. I'd love to get rid of the advert job and the surveys. The surveys is the worst job. That's, if anyone's done survey work, they'll tell you it's an absolute horrible thing to do, because basically you're just doing the same thing over and over, and all the surveys ask exactly the same dumbass stupid questions, and it's like, oh god, you just want to kill yourself. But at the end of the day, you get points for that, and those points at the end of the day equal money. So You got to do it, haven't you? You got to do it. Yeah, you just got to knuckle down. I've always done boring, repetitive jobs anyway. The job I was working at for 10 years, you went to work and you did exactly the same thing every single day. Yeah, it never changed. It never changed. I used to get truck drivers coming to me and say, how on earth can you do this? You know, he used to say, I drive all the way around the country and see all the different scenery, and it's, you know, every single day he says it's different. He says, and you go to work and you do exactly. I say, I know. You're right. It's boring. It is repetitive. A lot of people can't do it, but to me, I just get on with it, and then it's done, and then, you know, I haven't got a problem with it. But yeah, so boring and repetitive jobs are pretty much the norm for me. But as I say, if I could get rid of the TV advert one and the surveys and just do like 8 hours a day on YouTube, I'd be a very happy bunny. But as I say, unfortunately, I've got a few things against me. One is my age. You know, I'm never going to be as popular as the TMF Mardukes and because they've got age on their side, and they've also got backing from like big companies as well, like Veloce and stuff like that. You know, Veloce is never going to employ a 53-year-old man who can't walk properly. It's a fact of life. It's a sad fact of life, but it's a fact of life. You know, they're not going to employ me. So I'm never going to reach that level of YouTube that I would need to say, that's it, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it full time. But, you know, I'm not going to give it up, and I'm still going to continue with the 4 hours a day. And so I hope that, you know, in the future, the videos that I make, you still enjoy. So, and as long as I keep getting comments on them, I will still keep making them. It's no problem to me whatsoever. Because as I say, YouTube is my favourite part-time job. Out of all three of them, YouTube is my favourite part-time job. It really is. It's just a shame that, you know, it takes a very long time to make YouTube videos for very little reward. It is literally pennies. Without any donations in a standard month, I usually end up with about £3.50 in actual money. And so I'm doing 4 hours a day for £3.50. I know, you'd think, that's crazy. It's crazy. Why on earth would you do that? Because why not? It's still money coming in at the end of the day. So why would you not? And my alternative, because I live on my own, my alternative is just to sit there and, I don't know, sulk and get depressed and, you know, not do anything anymore. And that's never been me whatsoever. Never. I'm always, you know, always trying to help people as well. That's one of my biggest failings. I do spend a huge amount of time helping people. Sometimes people that, you know, I shouldn't be, you know, trying to help. There are people like that around, but I do spend a lot of time trying to help people as well, which does sink into my day sometimes. It really does. But, you know, I will continue to do that forever. If anyone needs help from me, then, you know, they just contact me whenever, and I will see what I can do to help them out, because it's just the kind of person I am. You know, I like to help everybody. I like to make sure everyone's safe as well. And, you know, if they've got a problem, then, you know, come to me and we'll discuss it. And if they're feeling down and depressed, then I try to cheer them up. That's been one of my greatest things since I was very, very young. I was always seen as the entertainer. It was always that, oh, I'm not feeling, you know, I'm not feeling too chip at the moment. So Dave, come and cheer me up. I was basically the clown. I was what was it back in the old days? The court jester. That was me. It was my job to entertain. So that's all I know how to do. That's all I know how to do, is just to cheer people up and entertain them. Yes, some days I get very down myself. I do admit. And there's an old saying about the tears of the clown, because, you know, you spend so much time entertaining people, you actually push aside any sort of problems you've got in your own life, which, yeah, I admit I do that as well. But, you know, what can you do? I'm here, and I shall continue to entertain as long as I can, unless I die next week, and then I won't. Imagine if I died while doing an all seasons. That would be great, wouldn't it? Hello, everyone, and welcome to the slow fade to black. Sad violin playing right there. I'd love that. I'd love that. Anyway, I think I've spoken enough about myself and revealed a little bit more than I possibly wanted to, but there you go. Let's go to the chat. There are some on it, and I understand that they have their reasons. Yes, indeed. Oh yeah, there's always genuine people on those. It's just unfortunate that there's a lot of ungenuine people as well, and they tar the genuine people with that same brush, which is unfortunate. That's one of the reasons why I say I try and keep busy, just to say, yeah, you know, that's not me. I'm not one of those people. Yeah, of course there's genuine people. Unfortunately, through life, something will happen to you and you need help, and this is what happened to me. Okay, I mean, I was working for 10 years and I was paying for other people who were, you know, getting sick and what have you, and they needed help. So that's how I look at it. So, you know, I needed help, and you know, I got it, but I'm definitely not one of those people that sits on me bum watching whatever it is on daytime TV now. What is it, Jeremy Kyle? No, I think he's gone now, isn't he? Whoever it is, anyway. Judge Judy. I don't know, whatever. What's your favourite restaurant? My favourite restaurant, and this is an easy one, McDonald's. Yeah, love a Mackie D. Love a Mackie D, I have to say. I love Wimpy, but my local closed down about 10 years ago. Yeah, my local closed down about 10 years ago as well. I did used to like Wimpy. A friend of mine with his girlfriend are living in a horrible estate. She can't work because she has epilepsy. Yeah, epilepsy is very serious, and yeah, that causes all kind of problems. As I say, you know, throughout life there are lots of genuine people. It's just very, very sad that the minority pull down, you know, the genuine people that need help. Really is. It's very, very sad, but that's just the way it is. And my friend can't work because he's worried about leaving her home alone because the people in the neighbourhood are harassing her all the time. Yeah, it's sad when it happens. Jamie says, bloody hell, my phone died and you're still here. I am, Jamie. I am still here, mate. I'm still here. He's gone self-employed in the meantime, and it's tough living where they are. Yeah. Scott says, in some ways, you work for Channel 5 and Channel 4 on ITV. I do indeed. Yes. Put it like that, Scott. Yeah, I do. Wow. I work for Channel 4. Yes. Oh, does that mean I could get to meet Lee Mackenzie one day? Oh, I like Lee Mackenzie very much indeed. She's definitely in my MILF territory, lads. And she's Scottish, which helps as well. I'll tell you, one day I almost took out a £250,000 life insurance policy over the phone. Came this close to signing on the dotted line purely because she was Scottish. And I've got such a thing for the Scottish accent. I was like, yeah, okay. By the way, I didn't need a £250,000 life insurance policy. In fact, I didn't even need life insurance. But I almost did it, lads. I almost did it. I was like, and she was talking in such a broad Scottish accent as well. It was like liquid honey being dripped in my ears. It was beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And I came so close, and suddenly, something slapped me on the head and said, "Oi, Hookster, wake up, you sponge!" And I didn't take out the policy. No, I was disappointed, but yeah. So please don't send me any Scottish women because I'll agree to anything. I really will. Yeah. They're my kryptonite. They really are. They're my kryptonite. I can't say no. My girlfriend had another fallout with her friends who were slagging her off and being judgmental towards both me and her. They don't even work and they're insecure about anything imaginable. I would definitely love to stream daily and get paid for it, but then I'd get bored. That's true. Yeah. I couldn't stream daily. I would get bored myself, to be honest. One day the big bucks are going to roll in. That one video will explode, and then you'll forget us little people. Well, I think I've forgotten you little people. What's your name again? Sorry? Who said that in the chat? Just James. No, I don't know who that is. Yes, you're right. One video will explode one day. I will. And then I will forget all about you. All of you. I'll say, who? Who was that? Who? No, I'm sorry. I'm far too big for you lot now. No, don't come out here with your stupid little messages. No. Go away now. Go. Oh, you're so sad. You're so sad now. You're just embarrassing yourself. No, don't send me any more messages. You're just embarrassing yourselves now. Yes, no, I'm not going to respond. No, I got 1 million views on my videos, you know. Yes, 1 million views. Yes. Far too important. Don't worry, that's never going to happen. Work lately has been getting me down a lot. I've been too tired to go anywhere else. Had a few opportunities, but because my girlfriend decided to work nights, it's become hard. And my sleep pattern is struggling to change, so I'm really sleeping well at all. I'm with you there. My sleeping's terrible. Scott says, like Murray, we're here to entertain. And what Murray said to Martin Bundle when they had their first race in 1990. But yes, indeed. Last week, I missed a family funeral because work needed me in since he was understaffed and busy. They told me just to go to the wake, but it's a little too late and it was miles away. It was like that with my cousin as well. Twice now it's happened to him, but he made the wake at the last funeral. Haven't really talked a lot in the family. We'll get around to it, but a lot of them understand because they work very hard themselves. That's true. Jamie says, lots of Wimpies round our way, Dave. Oh, thanks, Jamie. Yeah, I think one's just opened back up again in, you all know the place, Chatham. I'm sure it is, or Gillingham, which is close to Chatham. I think I saw it on the local news. One's just opened up again, which is great. Better than Gillingham, which closed its McDonald's because everyone was getting stabbed. Yeah, they shut them. How the fuck? I mean, you know, you can understand other places, but it's a McDonald's for Christ's sake. But they shut it because people were getting stabbed. Great. He, my brother, and my dad went to Wimpy for his 40th birthday. Then these two traffic wardens find my dad, and it pisses us all off. Only went to the one in Boreham Wood. Oh, I've been to Boreham Wood. Yeah. I've been to Boreham Wood. That's where the film studio is, isn't it? Boreham Wood. That's where they film a lot of stuff. I don't know if it still is there, no. Jamie says, Boreham Wood is the only place I've seen a bounce on the doors at Wetherspoons at 9 a.m. Yeah, I saw a cool bounce outside Wetherspoons, singing and dancing, talking to everyone. I can't remember if I've been to Chatham before. You sure he was a bouncer? Yes. If anyone doesn't know, I used to do a bit of that in my youth as well. I was on the door for a little while, not for long. Once again, trying to get some money, you know. I was saving up for a car, and that was another job I was doing while I was doing my main job. I was doing on the door Friday night and Saturday night, yeah. While still doing my full-time 7-day-a-week job. Absolute madness, it really was. But anyway, that's a story for another time. But yes, oh my God. I've just revealed all my life story. Well, some of it anyway. I'd just like to say thanks everyone for watching. I don't know what this has been, but then I never know what this is. So there you go. I'd just like to say thank you to all you lovely people in the chat tonight. You have been great. And you've actually got us through 1 hour and 49 minutes. So almost as long as usually is. And we haven't spoken to anyone in the Facebook chat, which is great to see. So I'd like to say thank you to everyone tonight, to Mr. HRD, to Just JMO, to Scott Barnes. Who else have we had? Matthew D'Souza, of course, was in there, and I think that's everybody. Let's have a look. Just scrolling up. Yes, I think it was. So I'd just like to say thank you, Ryan. You've been awesome as always. A special note to my teammate Dusty Bin, who says he's now leaving me. Bloody ungrateful little scrote. So yes, just like to say thank you, everyone. Yes, this is the last Hookster Talks, but there will be one more, a sort of Christmas special. I'll see if I can have a word with the lads and make sure I can get a few of them in so that we can actually do it, and I know they'll be there, okay? Because as I say, every week I don't actually ask them and say, are you going to be around? I just ring on the off chance. So I'll try and get a few lads, and we'll have a little Christmas special with a few jokes and what have you, and, you know, madness, and maybe Joseph in the bath again naked, because That's getting very popular, that now. Getting very popular. We'll try and do that as well. So there'll be one more Hookster Talks before the Christmas, and then I will be back in the new year as well. So we'll say goodbye from the bear for the last time for the moment. Yes! Everyone's favourite bear. Bear, 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 bear. Look at him. Look at him. Fantastic. Yes, there's the bear. I will be having sex with him in about 3 minutes straight after this stream. And he's going to love it, aren't you, TB? Yes, look at that. Look, he's agreeing. He's going to love it. Yes. Yes, he likes it up the bum. Yes, he does, don't you, TB? Yes, up the bum for the bear. Yes. Now I'm going to get banned by YouTube. That's a defo. That's an absolute defo. Right, anyway, I'm going. If I don't see anyone at all, I'm sure I will do. If I don't see anyone at all, I'd like to wish you a Merry Christmas. I know that's far too early and I hate doing that, but just in case, Merry Christmas to everyone. Yes. And I will be back with another special stream before Christmas, and then I'll be back properly in the new year. So thank you to everyone in the stream chat tonight. You have been awesome. And I'll see you later. I'll just read out last of the messages. Yeah, Chatham new one and Struder's one there, and Dartford and Gravesend. Yes, I thought I'd seen it somewhere. Certainly was. I was thinking about working the door, but I can't handle standing outside watching everyone getting pissed up. Yeah. It's a pain in the bum. Pain in the bum. I had to sort of work up to the door anyway. I was a glass collector first, and then you don't usually go straight. Well, you can sometimes, but most of the time that's how you get into the doorman. You do the glass collecting first, and then you get into it that way. So that's how I did it. Oh man, stream over and I got nothing else to do. See you in the F1. Yeah, I'll be watching that, sir. Don't you worry. I hope I do well. I hope I do well. Good luck to everyone making the draft. Yes, good luck to everyone. So go check out Mr. HRD's stream when he does it. He'll be doing F1 97 and he's going to change all the drivers' names and put lots of people in there. I am in there. I've seen the roster. He posted it on Twitter, I think it was. I'm in the roster, so I hope my driver's going to do well. Yeah, that's the great thing about F1 97. You can change all the drivers' names, so it's absolutely brilliant. I love that. So yeah, thank you everyone for watching tonight. This has been another Hookster Talks, and I will catch you in the next video, which will be the All Seasons now on Sunday. Thanks everyone, and good night.